Welcome, old souls, to the House of Scrying. My name is Steph. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. We're going to be diving into a scroll message today, spirit message. Please do receive or release freely, however you'd like to. Timestamps are below. Okay, but we're just going to get at it today. So, there is a seer that knows. That's it. That's a seer that knows. And something about this, it's like the sensation of being purified from a point of perspective that was no longer my own, or from a past life, or from a perception. And in my heart of hearts, me, of course, if you're resonating with this, I see almost like your own knowing, like now nothing comes from outside of you. It's like the god of war, or Mars, doesn't rely on me of its value or alignment of like or dislike. It understands, I would imagine, of such, that said god of war or planet or etc., it receives any sort of it doesn't report to IUEB. You know what I mean? If it's like, oh no, Mars, the god of war, like how dare you, as it seems to be here. And this is in relation to the seer that knows, because it's that sensation, Mars, associated with the god of war. Is like whether you do or don't, it is in its godlike state, and the value of that is not filtered through how me may or may not align. Does this make sense? I feel like it does, and I might be rambling on around it, but it's, like a destroyer energy, and it's like whether you do or don't as a person doesn't diminish or accelerate the value of that understanding, because it's part of the ecosystem of existence, and it's there regardless. Okay, let's dive in. This is nature. The adventure of nature is here. If you're opening up with me, let's get ready to close the eyes. We'll grab some scrolls. If not, utilize the timestamps. I'll see you wherever you choose. All right. Take a nice deep breath. Close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of anyone here at any time. Thank you for being my muse, and may we all meet a message with meaning. All right, so we've got some Libra and Scorpio.
Very far away.
Very, very far away. And some Cancer energy. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below, as your insights do expand the experience, and we all become the oracles, readers, seers, etc. You can drop an emoji, whatever feels good to you. Even drop your own cards while we're going along here. Like, you don't have to, but, if you're feeling it. Okay, so that's the Scorpio scroll here. This is a very, a love of lasso coming together. And the way I'm hearing this is, curiously, it's like me, or parts of us, big scale societies, planetary, whatever the case is. But it's the lasso of love. And I'm seeing like the god of war, as we may apply that energy and say a god or deity of love. And they are dancing because they understand their ecosystem, their energy that is expressed is one of the same, and the value is respected. Does that make sense? So I have a feeling, and wherever I'm at here, especially with Cancer and Libra, this balancing lasso of love.
Potential.
And how me might be applying that to personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic, whatever your visions are, your manifestations, your observations, because your observations in the cave of ice here are oracle-like. That doesn't necessarily how I'm feeling this in this moment, that they are mystical. Great word. Use it if it feels. This just feels observing from the silence of the void. There it is. Observing from the silence of the void. And coming into the cave of winds is virgin. And it almost has like that purifying vibe of it. And I have a feeling with Libra in here because I'm seeing two gargoyle dragons converse, but they're having a great time. They are laughing while they work. And right in here is a flag. There's a bundle. And there's also something about, see down here, I'm seeing it like a little round hook or a loop. It's like something on the back of a picture. And when they put that little whoop, hangy thing, somebody might be crocheting something and they leave a loop. This loop has value. It's something to connect the next thing into, to create the dance, the harmony. I keep wanting to do this, and so I'll do that. It creates the connection. It creates the connection. Yes, I see you. And I actually see a crochet hook in there, as well as a panda and a penguin and a robot. Rosie the robot. Something about being robotic, but happy to be of service, even doing the mundane. Which sometimes maybe we can feel gets in the way of, say, mystical or energy work or healing work. And I'll be very honest, in this moment, it's like, but it is the work. Brings me into the cave of hearth fires, the seer, 5, changing that. You see that now. You see a part of you, an aspect of you. I'm feeling in this moment, if you're resonating, and if not, you're well gone, but you're seeing that. It's like, I can see in my heart of hearts, in the cave of hearth fires, how they are one. And aspects of the same energy. And that worth, value, while we absolutely have free will, and please use that to discern and decide, but it doesn't, it's like if somebody likes or doesn't like you, or agrees or doesn't agree, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just, it kind of doesn't matter, because what you do does matter. And that's what you know. This feels very empowering. And this is not usually my realm. I just like to explore and let's move around. You know, but it's like even Alice in Wonderland has a moral to the story, and many micro morals and macro lessons, you know what I mean? So it's like having this robot penguin panda totem that makes perfect sense. Picasso is also here too. In the Scorpio scroll, you might be working, it's like a Scorpio seer. That's how I want to play this. Interacting with, play this. Play with this. If I could put in, however you might resonate with Scorpio, with the water element, the number 8, Pluto, all the things of association, you're dancing with it. And I can see it right in here, dancing. In the cave of rivers is dignity. Look at that peacock. Peacocking. There's a package coming. I'm seeing it's wrapped up almost like a roast. If you're buying a roast, but I'm seeing it like a package. I'm seeing somebody go like this. Things that make you go,
Chills.
Oh, I got chills. Something about nesting dolls as well. There's an emotional dignity here. Thank you. It's coming in with the Cancer Scroll, the panda of the black and white. But I also want to note that this panda I'm seeing down here has eyebrows that are like sharp, like Scorpios. And it might seem that pandas are just playing about, but what they're providing to the collective, what they're doing beyond our perception of logic and linearity, we may not even be able to conceive of. Do you know what's really curious? So I love it when things are cheeky, and I love clever tea sometimes when it comes in. You know, so if you want, our most recent reading was like the God particle came in, which was fascinating. And here in this moment, it's like, whatever you might land with God, do you think God apologizes for making mosquitoes? Whether you know why, their value, or, oh my goodness, God is like, I do not apologize. You may not have an understanding here and now or a like, but I'm not going to apologize for that. So there might be something about your divine dignity, and that's come up recently too in a reading. It might, and I'll try and put them at the end or somewhere along the lines. I tend to forget a lot when we're in here. You do what you do with divine dignity, and this is almost like this is the emotional regulation of the nervous system. Your alignment, or what would regulate that, and we can be real, like we're looking around the world and how people respond to us, and all this kind of stuff. But who you report to, if I must, in regards to remaining regulated or being fluent in the regulation, in the realities, because you are multidimensional, and I can see that here in the Oracle card. The Libra scroll, thank you. And so who you report to keep that regulated isn't another, It sounds so cheesy, but I'm going to say it's nothing outside of IUE me. And yet, everything outside of us is us. But it's like the filtration systems and all of the freedoms and free wills and choices come back to the source of self. Yes, self, which works in the alignment, soul, spirit, etc. Thank you, Libra. That's what those gargoyles, that's that channel, that's that bundle inside. It's not about being stubborn, but it's who you report to help regulate that system. It is, all I can say is that I feel it, and I'm not sure how to say words, and maybe it's not necessary because it is what we would term like a frequency or a presence or the all-knowing, which includes the unknown. And I'm unknown how to speak to it, but the knowing remains. Your knowing remains. Oh my gosh, but sometimes that's how it is. In the cave of earth,
another way,
adventurer and nature. This is, thank you, Spirit Chat, the 22 adventurer nature. Your nature is the other way. This whole oscillating kind of
leave,
limitation It's a limitation that you have left or are leaving. Very Scorpio. To adventure. There's an old woman here. Oh, it's funny. There's an old woman and I see you here as the older gentleman. There's a thorn in my side. What's the thorn in my side? Can I add a card here? It's in a Scorpio energy. Okay. Gaining mastery, number 10, and 6 nightmare rewrite. If you want to take in the artistry, you know that. Okay, see this being here? Oh my goodness. I feel like it makes all sorts of sense. Like if we could just sit here. Well, we are just sitting here.
Vanish silently.
Oh my goodness, I was just going to say, and sit in silence. Are we still communicating this reading or a portion of our time together with ease? I just heard the question in my mind as I heard Spirit Chat say difficulty. What does that determine? Like, what does that mean? I could be playing a video game and it's like level easy, moderate, intermediate, extreme, implying a level of difficulty. What does that mean though? And are we choosing that? Like, I know what it means, but does dignity hold the essence of maybe somewhere inside of us if we were to like peel it and really look at it? Yes. Okay. That's the crochet. Okay. You know what's going to happen here? The Cancer energy with the crochet hook knitting, and it's going to connect things, is actually going to help remove the thorn in the side of the Pluto energy or Scorpio energy. Now, you might have Scorpio in your chart. You might have Libra in your chart, Cancer in your chart. But here is the thing. It's all there. They're all pieces. They're not at...
Fog.
I really appreciate the energies of them. That's all I'm going to say in this moment. And where they're placed is personal, but there's also something being purified about this. Anyway, if you are a member, you know we'll be flipping this, and we're going to head on over to the flip side. We'll flip these scrolls and add on some more cards if you'd like to dive even deeper into this message. But I'm going to add on a few more cards here. So gaining mastery is kind of like that video thing in Nightmare Rewrite. And it's like the adventure in that video game and the nature of each level. I kind of want to say it's not difficult to remain dignified. Because who you answer to of yourself and up, if we may, as a direction, yeah. Mother of dreaming. Oh, this might be that mother, that woman I saw earlier. It's the feeling. It's in the Cancer scroll here. Eyes closed can sometimes be the most eyes wide open. Interesting. Eyes shut sometimes can have the most eyes wide open. Okay, we'll add on one more and then I will see you on the flip side. Well, we'll throw the Easter egg card at the end too. Awake, 22. We've had 22 here twice. And I have excuse me, no idea what to title this. But maybe I'll just land in with the Awake Adventurer, because titles wrinkle my brain. If I'll be honest, titles wrinkle my brain. It's like putting a few words to your whole life, to this experience that we have here together in all of our readings and our sessions. And it's like, how do you... I don't need to constipate myself. I do that enough. Nonetheless, okay, I'm going to head on over to the flip side. Your adventurer is awake. You see, you are awake. And this may mean with your eyes shut. That's not being ignorant. It's to just be like, or I'm not seeing, or I'm stubborn. Because who or what, in whatever channel, whatever you're doing, I'm going to take it from our about section here, and I appreciate that, because it's a bit beyond ordinary. So can you, you, me, look to ordinary for affirmation, for value, for worth, for correction, for advice?
Chills.
For your fulfillments? I'll see you on the flip side. If you're joining us, I hope this would serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. And until next time, so much love. Bye. Let's get ourselves an Easter egg card. Hand signals 23. Right, set up. Oh my goodness, let's go.